Hey YouTube, sorry for such a big leave absence. I just had a lot going on with school and really social life. So I'm just right here. I'm going to give you a really quick match. This is going to be versus someone that Smogan user that apparently has a name Josh. So I'm just going to start off. I'm going to lead with my raw Tom, and I don't really expect to do much right here. I am a scarf because this is a new team that I have been working on, but I'm probably going to end up scrapping it and just going to send in something else. So I'm going to go for a Volt Switch straight off of the bat, and he's going to go for his Zen Head, but looking at that damage, I actually expected it to be something more of a ban, but I really do always tend to underestimate Azil's physical output. So he's going to go for another Zen Head, but this is going to get a critical hit. It's going to do almost half on my Gligar, so that's what really set me off. But here he's going to switch up moves, go for an Ice Punch, and that's going to be the end of my physical wall. So I'm just going to send in Hitmontop now, knowing that I don't have any way of sending spikes, but I do go for a really predictable move right here. Really doesn't matter, seeing as, well, I really have nothing to lose outside of just Hitmontop, but he'd get a switch advantage. So he's going to go into his Machop. He's going to go for a Vacuum Wave, which was really peculiar, and I decided to go for a Toxic just in case he wanted to set up a sub, and so that seems to be an okay position, but I am going to want to switch out, seeing as right here he's going to go for a Focus Blast, and he is going to get the Special Defense drop, which isn't really that good, but I do have Pokemon that could handle this Machamp. I don't really see, special Machams aren't really viable, so I never expect to see one during play, but I do have my Roserade that could take all his fighting moves, I should say. But he probably does have a physical move or two just to handle a Pokemon. But he's going to switch out right here. Probably going to save that Pokemon for fodder. And I'm going to switch out, going to my Roserade just to take another Focus Blast. But here I'm going to be caught in a bad switch because this thing can hurt me quite a bit with its bug-type moves. But he's going to go for a Stealth Rock, and I know I'm going to need to send my Rotom just to get Overheat or a Volt Switch out. But I do choose to go Volt Switch as he goes into his Porygon Z. Weird play, but it does prove to be quite well for me. So I can send in my Roserade, not going to take too much damage from the Stealth Rocks. And I will mostly gain most of it back with leftovers. So he's going to go for an Ice Beam, probably, since it's going to do a large amount of damage, probably Specs or something, but he's going to get Freeze, and I'm going to fall at the same turn. I'm going to get my Giga Drain off. I'm going to kill it thanks to a Crit, but not exactly sure if it mattered, but it probably did, since this is a bulky Roserade, and that's going to be the end of Porygon Z, thankfully. So I don't have much else to do here, so I'm just going to stay in with my Roserade, and I'm just going to go for a Giga Drain, get some more damage out. And this thing does happen to have a red card, I believe it's called. So he's going to end up switching me out into my Rotom, which is going to happen to take Rocks damage, and he's going to get up a layer of Spikes. So this is the first layer he has up, and I'm going to have to go for an Overheat to KO right here, but I do miss. Unfortunately, I really am disappointed in hacks, which is really off-putting about this game. So I'm going to get it on the second turn finally, after he has 2 layer spikes up and rocks, and my Hitmontop is not really in a good position to go, just to be sent in and to take all that. But I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go to Snorlax. Thankfully, I do have a Flygon in the mist, so I can use that later against his Pokemon to clear the rest out. So I'm going to send in my Snorlax here, and I'm going to keep it in, because if he switches out, that pretty much proves to me that just by how he's been playing, that he's not bluffing, and it does happen to be a Scarf, but he's going to switch up the moves, KO my Pokemon right here, and my Flygon will be faster, so he's going to switch out, let something take an EQ, and that's going to be his Machamp. He really doesn't have anything that could stand up to this, being added as it is a choice band, so a U-turn can do a lot. But since I chose the stab EQ, it's going to basically be a 2-hit KO on even this Umbreon right here. And he's going to go for a payback. That's not going to do enough to hurt me. And even with a Sucker Punch, I will be in an okay range to basically clean out the rest of his team right here. So that's basically what I'm doing. This EQ is going to take out the Umbreon. And nextly, I will be able to take out the Nidoking. So that's basically a good game right here. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'll try to upload more since my summer break is coming along. So really, that's about it, and goodbye.